Hi guys, it's me, Keela, Shakila, all of the above, above, and I am here to talk to you today about spiritual protection. Many of you know that I had a job in a wine bar and I really loved that job, but it really got in the way of my true purpose, which is to make music and to be an artist and to create. The job that I had, it was mainly supposed to fund my career, but instead it has taken over and I ended up giving up a lot of myself for it, which took me off of my own path and my own focus and my own drive that I'm supposed to be putting towards my music and my career plans. And with that, it sucked the energy out of me. It really compromised my happiness and my time, and it just began to not serve me. But because I was so entangled in it, I was nervous, scared. Let's be real, I was really kind of scared to let go of that job, because then I was like, then what? What job would I have to fund my career? What job would I have to just have money and to just carry on and to live, especially in living in a very expensive city, London. It's just difficult, and I just saw myself get sucked into it, and just every day would just be, and it's either one day I'm happy and then the next minute I'm not, and then I'm happy again, but then I'm not, because I don't have time to create my art. And then but I'm earning this great money, but I'm not earning enough. And then, it was just too much, and then I was entangled too much in it, and it just took away much more. It was not serving me, I was serving them, and that's the number one issue. So I finally left because I just saw myself going down a path that I did not want to go down, and arguments all the time that I did not need to have, because this is not my life purpose. It started to become my main everyday rather than my art being my main everyday. That also goes for people as well, because as much as that job was an energy vampire, let's say, so was some people in life. People in life can be energy vampires. People in life, they would hold you down or hold you to the same standard as them, just because they would like to see you grow, but not grow before them, or not grow ahead of them, or not go ahead of them. So you also do have to cut people out, and which I have been doing, which is sad, because at the same time, it's all about fun, and I just love having people around me who are fun. But if they are more percentage of fun than serious about what they want to do in life, especially at our age, we're at a golden age to be serious about life, I'm gonna have to let you go, especially when they start being spiteful because they see your growth. Being compromised and the extent/level of how you could be compromised really depends on how much you know yourself and how much you're secure in yourself. If you have if you are really one with yourself and you're connected between your mind and your body, simple things that people say or do you would never allow them to compromise you, especially people who self-project their thoughts onto you. You will never be able to take them seriously, because you already know yourself. You already know that you're not that type of person, or if you was that type of person and you're different now. And if things start to get into your way and things start to become a distraction, and you know that that's not your main focus or priority, but it's still trying to get into your view and your path of it, then you're secure enough in yourself to know that that's not going to compromise me. That's not going to get the best of me. That's not going to get the 100% energy of me. I know that I'm supposed to do what I have chosen to do, So it can't compromise me. And that goes with boundaries and setting boundaries. And to be honest, there's a lot of people in your life or in my life that I've experienced that I hated when I started setting boundaries, because they weren't able to do what they wanted to do anymore. You know, those ones. They didn't have the opportunity to do what they wanted to do, to have fun with you anymore. So then the minute you start setting up boundaries, you're boring. In my hardest times, they were able to easily compromise me, because why? I wasn't one with myself. I wasn't happy with myself. I had gaps. I didn't know who I was. Don't let it get to you. Don't let them compromise you. You have every opportunity and every right to take back your power from someone at any time given. Any time. People have as much power as you give them. If you show them that they have enough power just by simply looking or being affected by what they say about you that may or may not be true, you're giving them power. Even if they say something that may be true and it's not the best thing about you, you know that even though that's a true fact, currently, I'm trying to shift out of that. I'm trying to not let that become my reality. Because once they project that onto you and then you're like accepting it and dwelling in it and damn, this person's right, this is how they see me, blah, blah, blah. You're giving them permission to now see you like that and to shame you every time. They will use that every chance they get to shame you for when they want something that you haven't submitted yourself to, or when they're not having attention on themselves, or when they're going through a hard time but they want to see you go through a hard time with them to make themselves feel better. They will use that. They will at any time, especially if they know that it will affect you and it would like mess up your mind or stray you from your path even just a tiny bit. They will use it at every advantage they will have. So that's why it's important to set boundaries, hold your friends accountable, hold whoever it is accountable, and to remember to never give them power to hold over you, especially a power that you can't control or you can't get back. Never give it out. Never. But on the flip side of that, having too many boundaries will and can isolate you, and it's not a fun feeling. Having too many boundaries could make it hard for your friends or for your peers to approach you about various things, about maybe topics to talk about going out some places or anything of the sort. It just makes it hard for people to have a connection and have the feeling of like having a deeper connection. Because for example, you and your friend, you guys have been best friends for a while, and the more you guys talk, the more deeper you guys get, and the more deeper you get, the more vulnerable it is, and the more stronger and unique the bond between you and that other person becomes. Now, if this other person's really trying to get to know you like deeper under the layers of what you would show the world, that would require a lot of trust to open yourself up to give them that knowledge and give them that little extra background feed. But if you're a person who is like really, 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 really strict on boundaries, it could be hard to have a very deep connection, because you're always like overthinking that this person could be doing this or getting to know you because of this, which is not a bad thing, but you have to like, well, I would say the way I think about it is people can only know as much as you tell them. So if you have like, so say if you have trust issues and you're setting up boundaries and being cool with yourself now and being secure with yourself, maybe if you just give information or let people know you on a deeper level without sharing anything that would compromise you, or would, if someone was to bring it up out in light, it wouldn't affect you deeply. It's best to give them a piece of you but not all of you, basically. And it's a lot more better to just be a little bit loose with yourself, you know. But it's more important to be loose with yourself around the right people. Make sure you have your right people. And I know it's very difficult to tell who is right and who is not right for you, because that happens over time. But if you are at the stage with yourself where you have now set up boundaries, like two-step authentication, two-step verification process. If you have installed the two-step verification process within yourself, what was my point? If you're at the stage where you have a two-step verification process now with yourself, this means that you have been through enough times, enough challenges, enough people to see the pattern and see where it's about to start, see where their bullshit starts, excuse my French, see where their stupidness starts, so that you can just nip it in the bud, exactly as. And sometimes, unpopular opinion, I want to normalize this. Sometimes it's okay to not explain why you are not proceeding with the friendship no longer. In terms of, like, especially if people are not on your same page or same level of critical thinking to understand why I'm choosing not to be your friend, don't even explain it. Just cut it. I feel like people know exactly what they're doing, and some people would think that you have the time to dissect what they're doing and to see if this person would even notice that I'm treating her weird because of this situation and that situation. I no longer have time for that. When you put yourself first, when you're secure, when you know what your life purpose is, when you know that you have to move and that you're on the go and that you see yourself on the rise, while you see this person who is doing absolutely nothing with their life and still just have the most to say at the same time, and the most lack of understanding, the lack of want, the lack of need, the lack of drive, that is the way that they can suck energy from you. If you start dissecting their behaviors and trying to see why they're acting like this or why they're acting like that, they're winning. They're compromising you and you don't even know. You don't even know, friend. You don't even know. Because those type of people, they don't want to see you move above them. As soon as they see you move above them, they're going to start acting weird. And then when they start acting weird and start ignoring you and start doing some out of the ordinary things, they're going to want to expect you to dissect their behavior. And then when you start dissecting their behavior, you're going into their rabbit hole. You're giving them the power to dictate how the friendship is going to go, to dictate how much time you're going to have to put into getting their attention back, into making the friendship whole again. You're going to start going into all of that and forgetting yourself. For what? And then you're going to go ahead and explain this to them. And they probably won't even understand because they don't want to understand. They don't care. They don't care. They just care about how many people care about them. They don't care about you. You have to care about you. So yeah, back to my original point. It's, as well as like, it's great to have boundaries with yourself. When you have found your right people, I wouldn't say all the way lower your boundaries, but do be loose. Get a little bit loose. Don't be so strict, because then that will make it very, very hard for people to have a deep connection with you. But just have your flags up. Just know when something is a bit shifty or when something feels weird. You already know two-step verification process is starting. You should be at a level of secure with yourself where you can pick up on the red flags before it even develops into a red flag. Before it's orange, you should even understand when it's getting discolored. So Also, even when your friends, the people that you have around you that you deem right for you, even if they mess up, because they will make mistakes, they're humans, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to cut them off or have to unfriend them. Just hold them accountable. And it's about, if you hold them accountable, it's generally about what their reaction to that is. If they're right for you, they would know that, all right, cool, maybe I just made this mistake and it's not that cool. You guys share your sides, your point of views, and if they aim to never do that again or make themselves better or come from the situation a better person or a bit wiser and all of that stuff, then great. But if they decide to dismiss everything that you said and just be like, yeah, well, it's not that deep, I don't know why you're taking it that deep, like, then they're not for you. So there's many ways in how to hold yourself and protect your spirit and sense of self. But it is also a bit difficult because people are just sneaky. There will be times where you will be compromised, but it's about how fast you react to it and how fast you take your power back and how fast you clock it with yourself. It's all about how much and the depth of how much you know yourself and how much you're united with yourself. It's a hard balance to be social and to also have boundaries. It's a hard balance, especially like when you're in your early 20s, still trying to figure out life, still trying to figure out who you are and what type of circle you want around you. So it's definitely a trial and error situation. Don't hate yourself for that. Embrace it. Embrace all the negativity and the positivity and make something beautiful out of it, because it always has to be a yin and a yang. Lastly, people will hate you for your growth. And that's something that you can't let it affect you, because that's a self-reflection of them. They will hate you. Huh?
Oh, nothing, sorry. Oh, no, sorry, I'm listening. I'm just having a go. Sorry guys.
It's my best friend, Lazy. So I was just saying, last point, people will hate you for your growth because it's self-reflection. They don't see them in you anymore, and that's what they don't like. They don't, especially if they are lost and they're confused, they ain't gonna like you, friend, because you're doing too much. Who do you think you are? Type vibes, you know what I mean? But that's the point of it as well. For people, the reason, the way you know that you're growing and you're doing things right and you're getting well with yourself is when people start saying, who the hell does this bitch think she is? That's when it all starts, really. Then you start getting hate, you know, you're doing something right. Anyways, do pay attention to yourself more. Do learn how to be more secure with yourself so that you can navigate life a lot more easier, navigate people a lot more easier. You can cut so much time from figuring out if this is the right path for me or not. Listen to yourself. If you know yourself, if you're secure with yourself, if you trust yourself, you would have a feeling or a gut feeling, an intuition. No, intuitional. You would have an intuition that this is the right thing to do or not to do. Don't ever be scared to cut something off or cut someone off for comfort, because of comfortability. Last quote I would say is, don't be comfortable in your uncomfortable. Don't be comfortable in your uncomfortable. So if you just study yourself, learn yourself, be friends with yourself, love yourself, you will navigate life, especially your early 20s, so beautifully. And accept what comes your way. If this is not the right way, one door closes, another one will open. Another one will always open. And that is something that I've learned this year. Don't ever be scared to lose something for something better, especially when you're unsure. For me, I like to be uncomfortable now, because I know that this is something new, and this is something that I would be able to nurture in and grow in, and something I can adapt to. It's just a new challenge for me, so I kind of like being uncomfortable. So yeah, I don't know. I hope this video has helped you, or well, not even helped you. Thanks for the chat. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Let me know if you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Bye.